Great communication, resilience to pressure, and garment creation are three really important skills to have to be a great costume designer. Luckily, I have all three of these skills. Hello, my name is Anna Zeman, and I'm applying for your open junior costume designer position. Ever since I was really young, I was always fascinated by plays and skits and theater, but not just because of the stories they told. I was fascinated how an ordinary person can be transformed to a fairy tale character by the costume they wore. But that's not the only reason why I'm interested in costume design. I'm excited to accumulate myself into new experiences so that I can continue to learn and apply my skills into real life. As I mentioned before, great communication, resilience to pressure, and garment creation are really important skills. But let me tell you why. Often, in the field of costume design, you have to communicate with directors, coworkers, actors, and customers. You have to be able to take feedback and give feedback. You have to talk to the director about what projects need help, what you can improve on, and what is expected from you. You have to talk to the actors and customers about if everything fits well. And secondly, resilience to pressure is also really important because sometimes there can be last minute changes, and you have to be able to manage this pressure and stress. Sometimes an actor or customer does not like the costume you gave them. Sometimes it doesn't fit, and you have to go back and tailor it. Lastly, but most importantly, garment creation. Garment creation is really important because it's what makes a costume designer. Skills like sewing, embroidery, measuring, and sketching out designs are all what makes a costume designer a costume designer. I remember about a year ago, I volunteered at my church to be a costume designer for our Christmas play. And I applied all three of these skills into real life. I worked in a team, I managed pressure, and constructed clothing. I worked in a team of about five costume designers, and we had to communicate between each other to see where we need help and what we have to finish quicker. And I had to communicate with the director as well with what she expects from me and with what we can't finish. I also had to manage pressure because we only had 3 weeks to finish all these designs. There was a lot of stress and pressure. But luckily, we made it on time. And lastly, I had to construct clothing. I was in charge of sketching out the designs and putting embroidery and little details on the costumes. I hope you remember that I would be a great fit for this job because I have great communication skills, I'm resilient to pressure, and I have technical skills like sewing and embroidery. Thank you for listening, and I hope you consider me for the job.